So, hello everyone. How are you? Hope all is well with you all and you are doing okay. I hope you are looking forward to having a beautiful and awesome weekend. Remember to take some time out for you, if it's even doing some journaling, because sometimes you just want to take a load off your mind, and sometimes instead of telling people your business, I better you write it down. So just do some journaling. Yeah? Okay. Guys, I'm telling you, common sense is not that common, because common sense is a necessary part of the process to cognitive thinking. What did I tell you about CMR? I told you that CMR must come down and stop doing these interviews and vlogging on his case, where he is so desperately wanting fans and viewers to validate him that he is a good man and he is a good father, not even taking into consideration how it will affect his family or even the victim, his stepdaughter, which is his wife, Watchcrissywork, first child. As for you enablers and fans of CMR that are the real motivators behind him feeling like his actions are okay and letting the victim feel more victimized, shame on you all. Because here you lot having CMR climbing the pole of his ego, feeling all wrong and strong, only to forget the more you climb is the more you will be exposed. Especially when you're out there on social media being wrong and strong and bashing people who are commenting on a case that he, CMR, brought on himself by his own actions. CMR, you need to remember, is not all social media users are uneducated, A lot of them have common sense, and a lot of them is educated enough to understand processes and protocols. And just in case you did not remember, newsflash, your case was brought to the public because you were arrested for your own actions, and you are arrested by the Orange County Police Department, and it was on social media, because remember, in the US there is no secrets when you're a criminal. Everything is out there on social media to see. So you lot trying to blame everyone else except on yourself, on fighting a losing battle. Does anyone remember when CMR brother came out on social media and say after he heard the incident on the news, he been calling Chrissy and calling her and couldn't get through? Then finally, when he got through to her, he asked her, what a guan? What is this he's hearing on social media? What did he say? Chrissy respond and say. She responded to him and say, what you're hearing is what a guan. Yep. She never responded and say, you know, hear them a tell lie on CMR. You know, hear allegations out there XYZ. She said, what you're hearing is what a guan. Everything out there on social media, go back, go check. You understand? And that is coming from his own brother's lip. Now CMR is on here giving impression his case was dismissed and he was found innocent. Lied. Hell no. Which of course, well-thinking and intelligent people know that could not be the case. But you do have the bandwagonists who run with that without even thoroughly thinking it through, because it was a delicate matter. In CMR case, the thing is, there was not enough evidence for a case to be tried in court, but the case is still open, and the alleged agreement for CMR being able to be free is to go to sex offenders counseling session. He's not allowed to talk about Jay. He's not allowed to post any pictures of her. He's not allowed to even be in the same space where she is ever. Of course, it's alleged the benefits of the military helped his case in terms of highlighting he has some psychological evaluation that highlighted certain weaknesses. But you know what really breaks my heart is I believe Chrissy knew of CMR weaknesses, and it's been going on for a while. That's why there was camera put in her room so she can keep an eye on any interaction. But just remember, CMR also lived in the household and can manipulate the system to his benefit. And remember, Chrissy works hard. You can't take that away from her. So he knows when she's sleeping, when she's busy. How else could she not have seen or noticed his interactions? Or should I say, we assume she did not really see or notice his interaction. I think she knew all along, and she was dealing with it in her own way, which was not comforting enough for her daughter. The thing is, Chrissy thought she got this and could handle CMR and deal with him in her way. But she thought wrong, because the interactions in the house was getting to the child so much so that the child put out on her Instagram 2 months before CMR was arrested that, I quote, "She's going insane, but at least her life looks peaceful." Let me repeat what she posted on her Instagram. She is going insane, but at least her life looks peaceful. You know how deep that is for a 13-year-old to be thinking so deep. So all this impression that Chrissy is giving the public of this nice and clean house with perfect mommy, giving the children a balanced meal and making sure they go to school, making sure they're part of all extracurricular activities, and pretty clothes and shoes, was all a facade, when really and truly that was all for the blogs. While her daughter was crying out for help inside, and she didn't even have time to notice that. Chrissy, where are you for your children emotionally and physically? Your daughter was there crying out for help. You as a mother, Chrissy, was emotionally not there. You were not paying enough attention to what is going on in the house. You took it too lightly and overlooking the fact that CMR is not normal. Now I understand fully. That is why when Jay couldn't take it anymore, she ran to the school and spoke to the guidance counselor there. And you still, as a mother, failed your child. Still write a letter to the judge to help CMR case. That is what it's alleged. You never even cooperated enough to give all the evidence you have to investigators to make sure that you get justice for your own daughter, because you must have seen and know things, and the child would have come to you before. That is why she knew she have to seek outside help. It's such a shame that you as a mother never did enough, Chrissy, to get justice for Jay, the child you birthed. Shame on you, Watchcrissywork. And to add insult to injury, the last indignity, you turn on your fans who loved you and your family, knowing fully well that any choice that you made, we would have been there to support you. We would have backed you 100%. We would have pulled out all stops to do anything to make sure that everything went well for you guys. I heard you on one of your blogs, Chrissy, saying your pastor cousin must be somewhere in Jamaica he live or in the US, that a few months ago he told you they were coming for you. Dunce woman, your husband is the one that is coming for you. He throw you under the bus. He's supposed to protect you, his wife and family. Instead, he throw you to the wolves by his actions. It is so hard to think you can be so lethargic to the situation. Watch Chrissy work. To not see your husband is the one always putting his family and you, his wife, out there in a negative light. He's always doing wrongs. What wrongs can anyone come out and say Watch Chrissy work has done for people to come for her? This situation is the only situation where we are going to be angry at you and coming at you for, in terms of your actions and how you have dealt with it, and we do not feel that you dealt with it appropriately to get justice for your daughter. Everything that happened to you, Chrissy, it's always through the deed of your husband, CMR. Chrissy Carter, your husband is the weapon that form against you. Come off your ego and out of the Lulu land. Tell your man to come down. You never see, come see people always blaming everyone else for actions you lot created on yourselves. And then add your bragging twist to it to say people bad mind you lot for what you have. So just remember, these same people is who support you to put you where you are. Because if everyone just unsubscribe and turn away from you, what will happen? What will happen to you and the children? You need to respect the people that support you and give you fame. Of course, you may have people that are messed up, but majority of these people love you. They are just disappointed in how you deal with the situation. Because if people so bad mind and wicked, which people are, especially Jamaicans, but you lot the Carter family, CMR Chrissy need to stop dangling meat in front of dog. In other words, tell CMR to stop doing things to evoke the wrath of people to talk about and create controversy that brings your name into disrepute. It sicks me to see you lot so wrong and strong. CMR Carter, he has no shame, no respect, no dignity. He needs to be able to be humble and remorseful for his actions that he created. Remember, his action causes all these reactions that are going on right now, And he has the galls out here on social media, acting a fool, wrong and strong, and trying to act as if he is innocent. The only people that he can convince, is them dunce people at the back that he is innocent, when he fully well know the case is still open for evidence, and if found could go right back to court. And he is the one, by going on talk shows and running off his mouth, cause people to be digging up more evidence on what the real situation is about the case. All he had to do is just quiet. Now stop him from doing blogging. Just go and blog and do what you want to do and leave the case out of your mouth, knowing fully well that you know you did something wrong. Even if you don't want to admit it publicly, act humbled so we can see at least you're trying to get past this and you're remorseful. Instead, you're out here acting an ass. I dare you to do a video at the house with Chrissy and all 4 children and see what happened, as he's under restriction from the home where the child lives. and he has to go counseling for them kind of people that will love go after young children. And funny thing, we're watching you, Chrissy, to see if down the line you're going to board out the child as an excuse for schooling, because we have heard that you have switched the child from our original school to a new school. We're watching you to see what you'll do, because chances are you desperately want the man to come live back at the house, and chances are you're going to throw the child under the bus. But we're watching. We want justice for Jay. And we want you, Chrissy, to put on your big girl drawers and see things for what they are. People are upset with the fact that CMR was arrested for his stepdaughter. And he went to court, went on bail from the judge. And of course, right now, there is not enough evidence for the case to go forward. But the case is still open. That means any funny move, or if the child is under any duress, the case can just open right back up. And in the meantime, admit the fact that your man have a problem. And that's why the courts make sure the agreement is him go to counseling and he's not allowed anywhere the child is living. So we watching you, Chrissy. Bear that in mind. And CMR, stop the chatting. Out of respect for your family and the victim, stop talking about this case on social media. It not gonna make we love you anymore. You're only proving yourself to be more guilty, because you're ranting and going on like you're doing a coronation market and nobody cares, because we already saw the news and you were arrested, and that is the facts. Anyway, guys, please remember to like, comment, and subscribe to my platform, please. Love you all. Bye for now.